I've got this guy about 5 or 6 times now. It's a matter of not getting trapped in the corner more than anything, and then baiting out that attack so you can do some actual decent damage to him. If you think he's gonna run the gauntlet or this area left right, just fucking get out of the way, and don't let him do that. That's like almost 50% of your damage there, Chris. And preferably don't allow him to switch both of these over to a spike, because then you just get caught in the corner, which makes it very difficult. Yeah, I'm in trouble. This is where you run into trouble, when he's got both lanes spiked, and now you've got you trapped in the corner, and he just breathes fire on you. So yeah, that's how you evade that, but you're very much waiting for him to flip the, to do that, to flip the thing so you can walk back on it. You're not physically trapped in the corner. I'm at 1 health. I'm going to die. That's okay, we'll do this next time, or on the next run. We're getting much better at this. Also stay off the spikes. Spikes are 25 damage. Every time you try to move, it'll do 25 damage, so... Yeah, I'm sorry, 17 damage. So every time I make a move on those spikes, it's not a jump. I get 17 damage dealt to me. So, yes, of course, if you look at my health, that's 10 moves that would, like, nearly kill me. Missed that one, that's okay, we'll try again. I'll try to stay in the middle here so that he'll do this, and I'll do that. That's some pretty decent damage. Unfortunately, I've already taken like quarter health. Yeah, and if he's on the left, he's gonna go right as well. Or I mean, if he's towards the screen, he's gonna kind of come back. Is what I'm trying to say. Like north, south, east, west sort of shit. That's always gonna flip it. Okay, so we're good right now. It's pretty open. Like I said, we want to not create a situation where both left or top and bottom lanes are full of spikes. Of course, that's exactly what happens right there, right? A little damage in there, it's good. Actually gave me a little bit of room to work with. It's not great, but even just this little amount of room will help me not take damage from that. So, and now he's flipped it over for me, so that's made it easier for me. Even if he flips the wrong row, that's okay. He's at least stationary. And now I'm back in the fuck position. I'm in the position where I get fucked. Yeah, fire press 33, look at that. Isn't that terrible? Evaded it somehow there. What I'm trying to get him to do is I'm trying to get him to like do that or shoot across the screen. So you can see when I'm able to get off that one of those attacks was pretty good, but yeah, it requires me to bait that out a little bit, because at that point he's trying to aim at me, and if I move he'll switch positions from left to right. And then this isn't going to help. I mean, I'm just trying to make sure I don't get cornered there. So now I move his head down. Got about 209 more damage. That'll be good. He'll be dead here in a sec. Hopefully he won't turn this all into spikes again. Okay, he did the opposite of turning them into all spikes. Okay, thanks. A few more of those and I'm dead. Alright, he's only got 23. Good. Alright, he's dead. Good. Stay dead. Wahoo! I finally did it. It took me forever to do, but I finally did it. I acquired a sunset statue. I'm like 90% sure there's like nothing over here. Or maybe I'm full of horse shit. Tell me this leads me out. Yep, it does. Alright, we're gonna check just something real quick. I want to see something. This is only gonna take a second to do. Basically, I'm gonna drop down to see if I can get through that wall now. Or if that wall is just purely decorative. Let's do that. Oh, sorry, I gotta go a couple more screens over. First things first, though. Bastard. Whee! Might be something for later. But that's nothing. Unfortunate. I'm not 100% sure. I know this game, when you get towards the end of it, this and another game called Ark of Nepitch, and towards the end of the game, they give you these fetch quests, which is like, hey, I need you, here's a quiz, I need you to go find the place that's got the marks of the beast or something, you know, like, you know, it's got a bear claw, you know, in that case, it'd be that area is where I'd want to go to, but you have to be like super paying attention to like markings on the wall. In this case, this one stands out pretty big, but I'm not sure all of the quiz questions are that easy. Some might be like, you fought the winged beast here. It's like, dude, I fought like 2 winged beasts so far in this game. There's probably at least another 1 or 2 that I'm gonna fight before I get to the end of the game. It's a common trope in these games, having these fuckers with wings and shit. Big fucking dragons and bullshit like that. Check this out. More ravel. Did not expect that. Thought this would be the way out. Yeah, I was expecting this to be the other side of the pit they dropped me into. Not gonna lie. Turns out this is actually the way out. That's stupid.
That was faster than I'd anticipated.
You knew that by fighting me I would escape there, didn't you?
I had every confidence you'd make it back alive.
Sure did.
And with the statue, no less. I must admit, I'm impressed.
However, I must kill you now.
Hand them over.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Thank you.
Don't play dumb with me either. I know you're the one who defeated that creature in the quarry.
I was
Chester,
watching
don't!
you. Wonderful.
Elena? Dogi?
I'm also surprised Dogi's here.
You shouldn't be here. Why have...
Sister Nell told us that Adol had come here to look for Father Pierre. Dogi had just returned and was going to follow him, so...
No end of trouble, I swear. Freezing my ass off climbing the Elder Mountains, with monsters all around me and no equipment worth a damn.
Well, you do use your fist.
So I go back to town to regroup and try again.
Yeah, I mean,
What
he's a
do I
fist
hear?
user,
The
so,
mayor's been
I
hurt,
mean, what kind
and
of
Adol's
equipment
off
can he
the
have other than
ruins.
brass
And
knuckles?
Chester, you've been missing for 6 months? What the hell, man?
Chester, I don't mind that you've become one of Count Maguire's knights. No matter what people say you've done, you're still my brother.
I still love you.
If you're truly following your heart, I would never stand in your way. But... why? Why are you doing this? Why would you kidnap a priest? Or try to hurt Adol? And... how come you never contacted me, even just to let me know you were still alive?
Are you done? I left town because I found the menial existence offered me there to be utterly repugnant. I wasn't thrilled at the prospect of babysitting you for the rest of my life either, Elena.
What?
I thought that if I became one of Maguire's knights, I could move up in the world and make something of myself, as opposed to living a peasant's existence in some backwater town, biding my time until I die of boredom. It was all dragging me down, Elena. Living life in a place where nothing matters is the height of tedium. Not just one element of it either, but every part of every day. You, the town, my past, everything. All me.
What are you saying?
Chester, you son of a bitch! What the hell is wrong with you?
I could ask the same thing. You have no right to feel indignant, Dogi. I simply chose the same path in life as you. Or have you conveniently forgotten that you abandoned Redmont on a whim 8 years ago?
You got me there.
None of us are children anymore. Keep your statues for now. I'm sure they'll be safest in your care.
Or not. You never know.
As I said, I became one of Count Maguire's knights to rid myself of my past. That includes you, Dogi. You are no longer a part of my life. I suggest you forget about me and move along. Get in my way and you'll be very, very sorry.
I could just punch you. I mean, I crush walls for a living. Not done yet.
I still can't believe what happened at the ruins. I mean, what can Chester possibly be thinking?
I know.
Mayor, I hate to say this, but we have larger concerns at the moment.
What might those be?
Closure of the quarry is bad enough, but to threaten a priest on top of it all. Chester's a factor, yes, but I think our first priority should be Maguire. He is indisputably the root of our problems.
Or at least that is what it appears to be.
Yes, you're right, of course.
Of course, appearances can be deceptive, can't they? What appears to be one man's treading into the dark side could be another man's noble sacrifice, perhaps?
Bishop Nicholas, do you have any inkling as to what Count Maguire may be after?
I'm afraid not. But then, he's never been one to talk openly about his affairs. His wife and their 2 children attend morning mass without him, always. I do find it hard to believe, though, that he'd try and claim authority beyond that of the church.
Indeed.
What would you suggest we do about Father Pierre, then?
As head of the Felghana diocese, it is my duty to oversee the well-being of all members of the clergy. When I return to the castle, I intend to have a talk with the Count. Fear not. I should be able to secure Father Pierre's release.
Much obliged on that.
I'll leave Father Pierre to you, then. Thank you.
I must say, though, I am a bit concerned about these statues Count Maguire has Chester searching for. May we see the 2 you've found thus far, Adol?
Adol produced the statues from his pack.
Interesting. And very unique.
So, the big critters were guarding these?
I sense an unusual power from within them. It's possible there may be a link between these statues and the recent monster appearances.
Usually how that goes.
What?
How do you figure?
Well, this is pure conjecture on my part. But these two come from the quarry and the ruins, both of which seem to be hotbeds for monster activity as of late. And each was guarded by a large creature of unusual strength. Does that not strike you as more than mere coincidence?
Not really.
You may be right.
At least in this universe,
if
that
that's
is.
the case, we'd be especially foolish to let the Count get his hands on them.
Particularly if you follow East 1, 2, and Origins, magic tends to cause monsters to spawn, or rather centers of great power of magic tend to cause monsters to be drawn to them.
I think we should safeguard them until we know exactly what's happening.
Oh, I agree.
What's wrong, Dewey?
No, nothing.
Nothing or something.
I just get the feeling I've seen these statues somewhere before.
Interesting.
What?
Come on, out with it, Dewey.
I'm thinking. It's not like this was just yesterday. It was down inside the old abandoned mine, if I recall correctly.
Abandoned mine?
Oh, sorry. Skipped over that part of the dialogue. You said a mural on the cave wall, essentially.
It's an old, deep section of the Tigre quarry that we exhausted long ago. Been closed off ever since. We found a really ornate mural painted on one of the walls there. Can't even imagine how old it was, but if memory serves, it depicted 4 statues that looked an awful lot like the ones we've got here.
Could there really be a connection?
And 2 more statues?
Well, it certainly warrants an investigation.
Yes, it does.
All right. Hey, Adol, what say we split our efforts? I think I have an idea. I'll get my stuff together and return to the Elder Mountains while you head to the abandoned mine.
Sure.
Ah, you intend to see Bearheart.
Bearheart.
Yeah, the old master.
I was trying to do that earlier in this game, but kind of fucked up because it was too cold and I didn't have any armor.
He knows more about Felghana's legends and folklore than anyone else, so he can probably fill in some of the blanks. Plus, he might know something about Chester's situation. He was Chester's master too, after all. He might have some idea why that idiot's been acting like such a jackass.
Or how the fact that Chester took up the sword and you took up the fist.
I'll speak with Chester directly at the castle. He may be more likely to grant Father Pierre's release than Maguire. I'll also see if I can learn anything pertinent about the statues while I'm there.
Sounds like a plan. Hope you can talk your way through that thick skull of his. Adol, I'll catch you later. Good luck in the abandoned mine. Don't get yourself killed without me, you got it? If you have a chance, too, be sure to check in on Elena. I feel so bad for her. Poor kid. Let's make sure we get this all sorted out, for her sake.
For her sake.
All right, Adol. The entrance to the abandoned mine is next to the quarry storehouse, at the bottom of that first vertical shaft. I'll go on ahead and get the door open, since the lock's kind of tricky. Get your stuff together.
Are you sure that's wise, Dewey? Monsters aside, remember the quarry's off limits right now. If Maguire's men catch you there...
It won't be a problem. I'll bring Paul and Ricardo for manpower, and we'll be in and out before anyone's the wiser. Got it, Adol? Don't keep us waiting. You know where we'll be, so hurry up.
Man, what a jackass. It's your mind as thoroughly as you'll need to be will be no easy task. Not much, but please take this. Use it to temper your equipment. Yay! He gave me 20 Revelor, which I will probably just turn into money. Money, money, money. Where'd you go, dude? Are you in here? Guess we can check your room, and I'll talk to all these people. No, not here.
Fine mess we've got here in Felghana, no? Chester's the big shocker for me. He's had a dignified air about him ever since he was a child. But we always suspected that he might be the son of a nobleman or some such thing. But there's nothing noble about McGuire. Dogie, on the other hand, was a total mess as a child. And look at him now.
Such a bitch.
Though I suppose I can't really compare since I know nothing at all about Chester's life, but the events of his distant past could hold the missing puzzle piece that gives valid context to all his actions.
Yeah, boy, just completely just shoot a line right from the author's mouth into my ears.
But then, what do I know? The more I think about it, the more I realize just how pointless it is to think about it.
You know, try as I might, I just can't bring myself to believe all the rumors floating around about Chester. You know, first came here over 12 years ago, and they're gonna took him in, since they both lost their parents. Since all they had was each other, more or less, Chester was always good to Elna, always looking out for her. Clever young man, really knew his way around a sword. Sometimes Olga helped with duties too, since he told me he was gonna make this town great. And then he built a wall, and then it wasn't that great anymore. We believe Chester would make us proud someday. Keep hoping he'll change his mind about all this nonsense and come back home. Went to the castle, signed up for service. There was a white knight who turned me away at the gate. Little Ponce had a hell of an attitude. Thought he was the cat's meow or something, smug bastard. And he wasn't the only one, no siree. He showed up. Some other soldier boys kept trying to turn me away. Guess he couldn't handle me alone. Ha! I told them both that they could go and what they could do there, and then I left. May not look it, but I'm actually worked as mercenary. Carmen, before I came here. You know, you seem like you've been around a fair share of world too, am I right? Probably heard of manner of mercenary stories from all over Europe. There's one guy, no matter how overwhelmed the odds may have been, if he was with you, you won, period. Heard he calls the place his home, which is part of why I came. Been keeping an eye out for him, but no luck so far. Name is, what's on the tip of my tongue? Braggart? Barwich? Burr something. Burr, is it cold in here? Huh? What am I saying? You know that island out on Sienna Bay? Be a small village there a long time ago, but one day some kind of epidemic broke out, and that was the end of them. That's just horrible, really makes you think. You never know what tomorrow may bring.